back to our online class. We discussed about the iteration statements in Python in our last class. Today we can see about the jump statements in Python. So the jump statements are already associated with the iteration statements. Then what are the two loops that comes under the iteration statements in Python? They are the for loop and while loop. Mainly the jump statements are used to jump out of the loop iteration. Sometimes in our program we want to jump from our loop in between the execution of the loop. In that time we are using our jump statements. Then the two jump statements that comes under Python are break and continue. So what are the two jump statements in Python? Break and continue are the two jump statements in Python. Then what is its purpose? They are used to jump out of the loop iteration. So we can say that break and continue always comes under our for loop or while loop. Because for loop and while loop are the two iteration statements in Python, and jump statements are used to jump out of our loop iteration. So break and continue will definitely comes under our for loop and while loop. So the first jump statement is our break statement. Why we are using a break statement in our program? It skips the rest of the loop and jump to the statement following the loop. So I already told you the jump statements are used inside our loop. Whenever we see the jump statement called break in our program, it will not execute the rest of the loop. So the loop may something to execute. Whenever it see a break statement, it will not execute the remaining part of the loop, and control automatically goes to the very next line after the loop. So break is also used inside while and for. While condition statement 1, if condition break, statement 2, statement 3, statement 4, statement 5. So how this actually work inside a while loop? First of all, it checks this particular condition. If that condition is true, it will execute statement 1, and inside the while loop we can see an if loop. If condition. So here we are checking another condition. If this particular condition is true, break, which means what? If this condition is true, the control goes to the very next line after the loop body. That is, if this particular condition is true, it will break from this loop and will execute the statements 4 and 5. Suppose if the condition is not true, then what will happen actually? First of all, it will execute statement 1, then if condition. Here our condition is false, then it will execute statement 2, statement 3. Again it will check the condition inside the while clause, then execute statement 1, then again it will check if condition. At that time, if that particular condition is true, it will break from this loop and it will execute the statements 4 and 5. So this is the working of the break jump statement. Now we can see how it is used inside for loop. For variable in sequence, statement 1, if condition break, statement 2, statement 3, statement 4, statement 5. Now we can see an example program which shows the working of the break jump statement. The second type of jump statement is our continuous statement. Then how the continuous statement works? It skips the rest of the loop and starts the next iteration, which means the continuous statement is also used inside our loop. That is, it is also used inside for loop and while loop. Whenever we see a continuous statement inside the for loop or while loop, what happens actually is it will stop the execution of the rest of the statements for that particular iteration, and the program will start the next iteration immediately. That is the difference between the break and continue. What will happen when we see a break statement inside the for loop or while loop? It stops the working of the loop and control goes to the very next line after the loop. If we see a break statement inside them, And if we see a continuous statement inside the loop, it will skip the rest of the loop for that particular iteration and it will starts the next iteration immediately. While condition statement 1, if condition continue, statement 2, statement 3, statement 4, statement 5. First of all, it checks this particular condition. If it is true, statement 1 will execute. Then it checks the condition inside the if clause. If that condition is true, continue. Continue means what? It will, the control goes to very next iteration, which means we are checking the condition inside the while loop and will not execute this statement 2 and statement 3. Similarly, the syntax for using the continuous statement inside the for loop is for variable in sequence, statement 1, if condition continues, statement 2, statement 3, statement 4, statement 5. So, first of all, it will execute statement 1, then if this condition is true, continue. Continue means here the variable, the value for the variable will be incremented by 1 and the loop will continue. So this is the continuous statement in Python. Now we can see a program that demonstrates the working of the continuous statement. Look at this program. A is equal to B is equal to C equals 0 for I in range of 0, 3. So what is the list produced by this particular range function? List of 0, 1, 2. So first of all, the value of I is 0. Print enter two numbers. A is equal to input enter number. B is equal to input number 2. Suppose I am giving the value of A as 6 and the value of B as 2. Then if B equal to 0. So value of B is not equal to 0 because the value of B is 2. Then the else part will work. C is equal to A by floor division B. Print a quotient equals C. So what will happen for this loop? Quotient is equal to what is 6 by 2? 6 by 2 is 3. That will display on the output screen. Then the next iteration will occur. That is I is equal to 1. There also print enter two numbers A equal B equal. Suppose I am entering the value of A as 5 and value of B as 0. So if B equal to 0, here this condition satisfied. Print error. What will display? Error will display continue. Continue means it will not execute the rest of the statements and immediately starts the next iteration, which means I is equal to 2. If we see a break here, if you are giving a break instead of continue, then the entire loop working will stop and control goes to the very next statement. If we see a continue, that particular iteration stops and immediately starts the next iteration. So when will it start the next iteration? When the value of I is 2. So I is equal to 2. There I am entering the value of A as 4 and B as 2. Then what will happen? If part will not work, the else part will work. Else part means quotient is equal to 4 by 2. What is 4 by 2? 2. So what will be our final output? Enter two numbers. A is equal to 6, B equal to quotient equal 3. Then enter two numbers. A equal 5, B equal 0, error. Then enter two numbers. A equal 4, B equal to quotient equal to 2. So this program working changes because we use a continuous statement here. I hope you understand the difference between the break and continue jump statement. So what are the things we discussed today? We discussed about the jump statements in Python. Then what are the two types of jump statements in Python? Break and continue. Break means it exits from the loop and control goes to the next line after the loop body. But in the case of continuous statement, it stops the particular iteration and the control automatically starts the next iteration for the loop. And one more thing to remember is the two jump statements, that is break and continue, is used inside the iteration statement, which means break and continue can be used inside for loop or while loop in case of Python. Next is loop else statement. We studied Python has two loop statements. What are they? For loop and while loop. So each of the for loop and while loop can have the else clause, which is different from the if else clause. Then what is the working of the if else clause? If the condition is true, it will execute the if body part. If the condition is false, it will execute the else body part, which means at a time only the if part or the else part will execute. But when the else clause is used inside for loop and while loop, the else clause executes when the loop terminates normally and not due to a break statement. So if the loop executes in a normal way and the loop continues all its iterations, then the else clause also will execute. Suppose if the loop iteration stops due to a break statement, not due to continue, due to a break statement, then the else part will not execute. That is the speciality of the else clause for the for loop and while loop. So what is its working? If the loop executes normally, the else clause will also work. If the loop stops due to a break statement, then the else clause will not execute. Now look at this example. For a in range of 1, 4, print element is a, else print loop end. Next is for a in range of 1, 4, if a modulo 2 equal to 0, break, print element is a, else print loop end. Look at the first example. So what is the list produced by range of 1, 4? List of 1, 2, 3. Then first of all it will print element is 1, then element is 2, then element is 3, which means the loop executes in a normal way. So the else part will also work. Print loop end. So what will be the actual output of this particular program? Element is 1, element is 2, element is 3, loop end. Now look at the second case. For a in range of 1, 4. Here also the list produced by the range function is 1, 2, 3. If a modulo 2 equal to 0, break, print element is a. So what is the first value for a? It is 1. 1 modulo 2 equal to 0. Is it correct? 1 modulo 2 means the remainder is not 0. So what will happen? Element is 1 will display on output screen. Then for the next iteration, that is a is equal to 2. If a modulo 2 equal to 0, what is the value of a now? It is 2. What is 2 modulo 2? 2 modulo 2 is 0. So break. What happens here? We are breaking from the for loop. So the loop doesn't terminate in a normal way. It terminates due to a break statement. So the else part will not execute. Then what is the actual output for the second program? Element is 1 is the actual output of the second program. So that is the loop else statement in Python. Then how it works? If we for loop and while loop, we can use else clause, and how it works is if the loop terminates in a normal way, the else clause will also execute, and if it is terminate due to a break statement, the else part will not execute. Next is nested loop. Nested loop means if we see a loop inside another loop, it is called a nested loop. So what is nested loop? It means if we see a for loop which is inside another for loop, then we can say that that loop is a nested loop. Now look at this example program. For I in range of 1, 5, for joy in range of 1, I, print into end is equal to print. So here we can see that a for loop is inside another for loop. So this is an example of the nested loop. Now we can see how this program actually works. Then what is the list produced by the first range function? 1, 2, 3, 4. So initially the value of I is 1. For j in range of 1, I, which means the value of j is 1, print into. So into will print. Next is the value of I is equal to 2. Then what will happen for j in range of 1, 2. So into will display on the output screen. Similarly, what is the actual output of this program? In this way, this program works. So what do you mean by nested loop? If we see any loop which is inside another loop, it is called a nested loop. So if we see a for loop inside another for loop, we can say that it is a nested loop. Then what all things were studied in this particular chapter? The 4 types of if clause, then the iteration statements in Python, then the jump statements in Python, and the nested loop, and how the nested loop works in Python. So that's all for today. Thank you.